is a great example of governments working together to deliver a better outcome, particularly for growing communities, for communities on the edge of our city. This is one of the fastest growing corridors anywhere, and it's very important that we make sure that you've got the transport infrastructure that you need. This project couldn't have happened without governments working together. This station, the 5 new or upgraded stations that are part of regional rail link, the 90 kilometres of track, the hundreds of additional services that will be benefiting regional Victoria but also Melbourne suburbs, just wouldn't have happened without a really strong partnership. And for that partnership we thank the federal government. We're very, very pleased to acknowledge that very strong support, and we want to see more of that. No doubt we will, working together. I think we all understand, whether it's as governments or politicians or just ordinary people that are here today, if you work together you get much better outcomes. So we're very proud to be here today. This is a first-class facility, and it's about making sure that this local community and so many others just like it get the support, the infrastructure and the opportunities that you are absolutely entitled to. That's what this very proud day is all about. Now we're going to have another set of speeches where we'll talk about a few more statistics and acknowledge everyone. Nobody will be forgotten today, but I think this really does make it very clear that if you work together you can achieve great outcomes, and this local community, which is very important to us, has really shared in and is benefiting from one of the biggest investments in public transport that our state and indeed our nation has ever seen, and that's what makes this such a very, very proud day. Lauren, I'm happy to hand over to you.
Thank you very much, Premier Andrews and Jacinta, the many federal and state members of Parliament who are present here today. I particularly acknowledge the Shadow Minister Anthony Albanese, local government people who are here, and ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is certainly a very special occasion for this community, and I'm delighted to join also in the opening of this station. When you look around, it's now located in beautiful farmland, but this station is a clear signal that there's a lot more planned for these places. There's going to be a lot of people living in this area, and people who will need access to reliable public transport to get their way to jobs in other parts of the city or to connect with the rest of the world. So this is a vital piece of infrastructure, and as the Premier has said, it's been a project where governments have joined together to be able to deliver it today. Indeed, in this day and age, when governments tend to have rather shorter terms than happened in the past, big projects like this will always need to have a strong level of bipartisan support. In this instance, it's crossed 2 state governments, 2 federal governments. In fact, a lot of the money for this actually came from the Howard government, so it's essentially back 3 federal governments. And the reality for it all is that we have a great project. It was, as the Premier said, probably the biggest infrastructure project we've had in the country at the time. There's some bigger ones around actually now, but this was a breakthrough project by virtue of its magnitude, and which only really became possible because there was commitment from governments and oppositions on both sides of the nation. So we celebrate today the opening of the station, a very special occasion, and I hope that as future generations who come to live in these parts use this station day by day, they'll remember this special occasion and how it came